there is clear and present evidence of John McCain and Lindsey Graham violating the Logan Act. Donald Trump is now President of the United States. The President is head of state, and he directs foreign policy, period. Yes, the Senate has the right to advise and consent on treaties and appointments under the Constitution. But the Constitution does not grant Congress the right to conduct an independent foreign policy. In fact, under the Logan Act, it is a felony for any U.S. citizen to interfere in U.S. foreign policy without, quote, the authority of the United States, end quote. Any citizen of the United States, wherever he may be, who, without authority of the United States, directly or indirectly commences or carries on any correspondence or intercourse with any foreign government or any officer or agent thereof, with intent to influence the measures or conduct of any foreign government, or of any officer or agent thereof in relation to any disputes or controversies with the United States, or to defeat the measures of the United States, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both. John McCain and Lindsey Graham do not have the authority of the United States to represent the country abroad. They do not have the authority to promise weapons to Ukraine or to suggest U.S. support for a new offensive. That authority belongs exclusively to the President and his duly appointed officers within the executive branch. There is photographic and video evidence of them talking with Erdogan and Saudi Arabia. Then his trash talking in Geneva.
My friends, in the 4 decades I have attended this conference, I cannot recall a year where its purpose was more necessary or more important. And this panel is going to ask us to consider whether the West will survive. In recent years, this question would invite accusations of hyperbole and alarmism, not this year. What would von Kleist's generation say if they saw our world today? I fear that much about it would be all too familiar for them, and they would be alarmed by it. They would be alarmed by an increasing turn away from universal values and toward old ties of blood and race and sectarianism. They would be alarmed by the hardening resentment we see towards immigrants and refugees and minority groups, especially Muslims. They would be alarmed by the growing inability and even unwillingness to separate truth from lies. They would be alarmed that more and more of our fellow citizens seem to be flirting with authoritarianism and romanticizing it as our moral equivalent.
I think that the Flynn issue obviously is something that shows that in many respects this administration is in disarray and they've got a lot of work to do. But I couldn't be happier to have a Secretary of Defense than General Mattis. You're going to see General Kelly. He's an outstanding individual, and there are those who are now going to be on his team who I think we can have great confidence, most importantly, on national security.
The Ukraine.
Дуже дякую вам за ту величезну і надзвичайно важливу службу, яку ви тут несете, захищаючи мир, спокій, захищаючи нашу рідну землю від російського агресора. Я думаю, що Сьогодні, коли з нами знаходяться наші американські друзі і партнери, сенатори Сполучених Штатів Америки, вони на власні очі можуть переконатися, що означає українська морська піхота, яка сьогодні в Широкіно, Бердянському, Водяному захищає мир та спокій українських громадян. І сьогодні, напереддень Нового року, коли через декілька годин мирна Україна, мирний український народ буде святкувати Новий рік, саме від вас залежить мир та спокій нашого народу і нашої держави. І я, як президент, і як верховний головнокомандувач, хочу подякувати кожного з вас.
I admire the fact that you will fight for your homeland.
Я захоплююсь тим, що ви боретеся за свою батьківщину.
Your fight is our fight.
Ваша боротьба – це наша боротьба.
2017 will be the year of offense.
Рік 2017 рік буде ріком нападу.
All of us will go back to Washington and we will push the case against Russia.
Ми всі повернемося до Вашингтону і ми будемо відстоювати санкції проти Росії.
Enough of a Russian aggression.
Досить вже російської агресії.
It is time for them to pay a heavier price.
Час вже, щоб вони заплатили важчу ціну.
Our fight is not with the Russian people, but with Putin.
Ми боремося не з російським народом, але з Путіним.
Our promise to you is to take your cause to Washington.
Наша обіцянка – це те, що ми вашу боротьбу доведемо до Вашингтону.
Inform the American people of your bravery.
Проінформуємо американський народ про вашу відважність.
And make the case against Putin to the world.
І покажемо про докази проти Путіна усьому світу.
I believe you will win. I am convinced you will win, and we will do everything we can to provide you with what you need to win.
Я вірю в те, що ви виграєте, переможете. Я переконаний в тому, що ви переможете, і ми вам допоможемо всіма можливими засобами.
And we have succeeded not because of equipment, but because of your courage.
Ви успішні не через обладнання, але через вашу відважність.
So I thank you, and the world is watching. And the world is watching because we cannot allow Vladimir Putin to succeed here. Because if he succeeds here, he will succeed in other countries.
Я вам дуже дякую. І весь світ за цим слідкує. І весь світ за цим слідкує, тому що ми не можемо дозволити Володимиру Путіну тут перемогти. Адже якщо він тут переможе, він зможе це зробити і в інших країнах.
Це те ж саме гільзи з ворожих БМП, які розмальовані художництвом Бердянська.
Maybe President Donald J. Trump needs to make an example out of some folks. Once again, Arizona State Senator John McCain, chairman of the coup committee, has struck again.